Peace and love, brothers and sisters. So, I just had a thought, which really hasn't really been a thought, but I would say a vision for quite some time in regards to the reason why we are going through what we're going through right now, and especially as us as utilize the term lightly humans, and we know we're utilizing the human vessel as the energy within, so we can purify ourselves. Burn off the iniquities within, so therefore we can be better ultimately. And I do believe in karma and dharma, so we are experiencing which we call karmic situations or issues, so therefore we can earn good dharma, and good dharma for whatever it is we need to be able to help us ascend out of this simulation for the next life. But with that being said, I also had that thought that came in regards to the why we're doing this in the human form. And the reason is because the human vessel was created with, I was going to say, it was creative flawed. It was not a perfect design by any feat whatsoever. But it is good in what it is capable of doing, even in a stunted position. So what happened was we had to incarnate into these vessels as tacticians, or the technicians, however you want to explain it, to not only purify ourselves, but also to fix the issues that's going on within the human vessel. So therefore, the human vessel itself can operate accordingly that it was set up and designed for out here in the earthly plane. And then the good ones, the good ones that got fixed, good, that planted good seeds in this case, that was able to replicate themselves in continuity, they would be the ones that would be transplanted in different, we can either say the different territories on the planet, or we can even say different planets, period. For those of you who think that this is the only planet that can harbor advanced biological life forms, that'd be a false belief. This planet can, and there's other planets just like this planet. Can I prove it? No. Is it a strong belief? Absolutely. Absolutely. And once again, the reason why I say that is because the universe is constantly expanding, and within expansion there comes room for growth or room for new things. So with that being said, the human itself is a great creation. It's just kind of flawed, and then those tacticians who incarnated to fix the vessel, or the human vessel, to help lead it to a better way of existing and doing what it's supposed to be doing, they would be transplanted to in other planets or territories, like I said, to keep them moving in continuity. So to sum this up, this is why we are going through what I like to say a separation process. That separation process is going to be separating the intelligent ones, the ones that figured it out, getting fixed, heart's in the right place, acting very benevolent, operating from more of a community-based mindset instead of this individual, egotistical, hyper active, life. Those are going to be put into a whole different category. And then ultimately, like I said, it's going to be just weeding out those who are really not living according to proper natural law and alignment. And natural law is written down in man-made laws. For those of you who constantly want to say they don't want to listen to man-made law, as far as man is the only thing that you really can truly talk to on a one-on-one basis to be on the same playing field in regards to intelligence. So we really need to kind of start bringing ourselves back to the proper state of mind, especially for those of you who want to be part of a community that's that's the same, that's together, because we cannot move further or move forward in a triangle, or in a pyramid type of way. We must now move in a circular, or which they call a geocentric way. And that's the way that we were designed. You know, we were designed to work together. Humans were designed to be with each other. You know, that's one of the main points and purposes of life, especially for us to sharpen our swords, so to speak, is we need to learn how to get along with each other. And we see today that we have a hard time getting along with each other, so we can see who are, you know, fit to move further, you know, in the continuity of the human creation, and then those who are not. So the separation is taking place pretty much because it's the mindset, it's a conscious thing, and you have to be consciously aware of what's going on for you to be able to prepare yourself accordingly. So as you see many brothers and sisters, and I say brothers and sisters because we all here on this earthly plane as humans are technically brothers and sisters, but we'll talk about that in another video because I don't want to get too deep into that. But our purpose and point was for us to learn how to get along with each other. And when you learn how to get along with each other, you learn how to share your resources accordingly, so therefore no one feels like they're being left out or they're being denied a proper, in this case we're going to say equitable amount of, you know, what it is that they should get. So therefore, like I said, it keeps the peace. And this is the reason why laws and guardians and leaders and things like that are brought to the forefront, so therefore we can operate according to those policies, maxims, or whatever, just so that we can keep, once again, keep the peace. So, you know, just to go ahead and wrap this video on up, that's the reason why we, in my opinion, were created to be put here, is so therefore we can become better all the way around, for our outside reality to be what it is that we feel and think within. We need to clean ourselves up from within, and so therefore it can reflect the outside. And before we can actually teach anyone else how to do this, we must be practice what we preach. You know, we must be the ones who actually live in those words. So I always like to say, I like to be an example of what it is that I know, because I know it's hard for many of us to step out on this information, but the job must be done. And as me being you know, given the name Dion, which means duty, as well as it means divine, it is my divine humble duty to do this, to show others that this is how it can be done. All you have to do is just have that courage within, trust in God and trust in yourself, and, you know, start stepping out on the right foot, on the right path. Peace.